FM studios in Ontario, California, it's Foobar Sports.
Weldy. Welcome to some sports talk. You're in for a treat here, foos.
What's up, man?
All you internet foos. It's great to be a Raider fan today. Welcome to the show. God damn, the Raiders pulled a quick one, didn't they?
It sure
It's
did.
the off season, man. What the fuck's going on?
Don't worry, man. We're going to be going into some football talk today, talk about the Lakers a little bit, and maybe touch upon some MLB news that's come out recently. But Josh?
Yeah. What's up, man?
Let's get it rolling, man.
Let's do this thing, Chicken Wang. I mean, dude, some of the shit's been going down. It's been insane. As the Foo alluded to, the Raiders traded for AB. They traded a 3rd and 5th round pick for him. Dude, nothing.
Chump change, Foo.
Yeah. The Steelers wanted pretty much nothing. They just said, get him off our team.
Damn.
Yeah. Gruden pulled it off, man. Chucky did it, man.
Well,
Chucky did it.
He's a year late on making good decisions, so.
Well, you know what? Hiring Mike Mayock as the GM actually may have been a good move because he's going to be a good evaluator in this upcoming draft.
Yeah,
for sure.
They made some key front office moves that I liked. Was Mayock the guy who used to be the recruiter?
He used to be the NFL, like one of the top draft analysts for the NFL Network.
I didn't really know who he was when they made the announcement, but like all the articles and everything I read on him he's put in great work and he's recruited top performers. So
he used to be one of like the top professional scouts in the league at one point. And yeah, he's just been one of those guys. So he has like one of the best rankings. So if you ever want to look at what the upcoming stars are going to look like, you would go to Mike Mayock's rankings because his would be the more accurate ones.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he would at least have like a 60% success rate in determining like the top players in the draft, like who the top players were going to be. So, I mean, my numbers may be off, but it was something really crazy. Like, he's pretty damn good. The fact that they were able to pull this trade off and get AB and still have enough draft picks in the upcoming draft to get top players, because I heard this draft is going to be pretty deep.
Yeah, pretty deep draft. Also, real quick from the draft, Kyler Murray.
Yes.
Did you hear what some small rumors came out that during the combine it was revealed? You know how they interview people and they ask the weirdest questions in the world?
Uh-huh.
It wasn't exactly a weird question, but they basically questioned like how his ability to put in work. Watch tape and all that shit.
Charlie Casserly, one of the ESPN analysts,
basically said that like he wasn't really willing to put in extra effort.
Yeah, and that there's like a test in in the combine. What they do is they have these kids go into like this draft room and do the draft board or like do the actual play board, where they'll have to like put them in scenarios and they'll say, okay, what would you expect safety to be doing in this scenario on this play? So I need you to know, I need to know where you're going to be throwing to and what you're looking at through the process.
Whoa.
They're basically having them simulate games for them on the board. And these kids have to be able to work it really well and kind of think similarly to what the coach would have done or like what's the best possible outcome out of it. So this scout was like going in on him, saying like he didn't know what he was doing. He couldn't even do anything on the board, like saying that he was like came in like 20 pounds overweight.
Whoa.
This kid doesn't look committed. But then you have other people like the Chargers just recently came out because they did interview with him recently, and they're like, dude, this kid was amazing. He blew us out of the water. So like there's a lot of mixed reports, right? Like mixed signals, black smoke is what they're calling it, like smoke screens.
Okay.
So it may just be like some scouts are just trying to like diminish his value.
Yeah, because what's happening, Fu, is he's not exactly. It's kind of dependent. He's on the fence of being like a good quarterback that would break the first round. And yeah, I think this is more of an attempt to drop his value a bit.
Yeah.
Because I think recently he was if he was a second round pick, it would be an A. But he's a little riskier for the first round picks, especially for teams that are trying to get a skilled position.
Yeah.
So going back to the big news, obviously Antonio Brown. He also got an extension, didn't he?
Well, what happened is, let's say he didn't get traded from the Steelers. He still had $38 million on his contract remaining, but
none of it guaranteed.
None of it was guaranteed. So the Raiders basically reworked the deal. So same 3 years left, but $30 million of it was guaranteed now instead of zero.
Yeah, $30.125 million.
And then with all the games played and incentives, it would push it to like $51 million, with another $4 million in incentives or something.
Yeah, and his current annual salary would be $19.8 million a year.
Yeah, if he made all his incentives.
Yeah, if he makes all his incentives.
So yeah, the only one who could make more than that is Odell Beckham Jr. If he were to perform all of his contractual obligations and meet all his incentives, he would be the only one paid more.
Which is another player that may be on the move because the Giants are actively shopping him. They're willing to give up, cut bait with him. So it all depends on, what team can give him the best package. The Raiders were obviously in discussion at one point. They could still be in discussion because they have the draft assets.
True. Depending what New York currently values him at.
Yeah.
Shit, having the 2 top receivers, do you think that would be great? Like, I don't know. I don't know if that would be enough for the Raiders.
Well, and then sign Le'Veon Bell.
Ooh. Well, hold your horses there.
It's a scenario, man. Boom. It can happen.
If all these guys agreed, then I would be like shoving it in the food's face all season.
Dude, this would be a nightmare for all of us.
Yeah, because the Raiders would become very relevant again.
Jeez.
Yeah, instantly, dude.
Yeah.
Instantly. They would be favorites at one point, at a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
They just need to get some. Well, I heard that you guys may try to sign Clay Matthews in free agency.
Yep.
And he may do it.
Yeah, we're looking to make a little bounce back. Yeah, we really missed our key linebackers last year. Clay Matthews might address a bunch of issues, but not everything.
What if you sign Justin Houston too?
Oh my God, that's fucking.
You guys
dude,
have
talk about the Rams being fucking second talk of the town, dude.
It all depends on if Mark wants to pay, man. Obviously, it looks like he does.
Well, he should, especially if they're going to move to Vegas next year.
Dude, I think John Gruden's really has a good ear, and Mark's like, dude, just pay.
Yeah,
pay, man.
He's probably telling them like, dude, you need to ball out.
Yeah,
because he's about to make a ton of money.
I wouldn't be surprised if at some point in the future, John Gruden tries to become an owner, take some ownership stock in the team.
Well, that was part of his actual contract.
Oh, so
with
he
the
has
Raiders.
Really?
Yeah, he gets owner rights if he's not. I believe if he's not fired or if he obligates his contract, he's entitled to ownership rights.
Oh shit!
Which is like when he signed his contract originally, Stephen A. Smith fucking hated it, and he called out the NFL for being for them having a bias built into the Rooney Rule, because he is like, there would be no way no black head coach would ever have a fucking stakes in the team as part of the contract.
Dang.
So Stephen A. was super against it because he thought it was bullshit and rewarding.
Yeah.
Which is controversial on its own and kind of a tangent I don't want to go down at the moment. But yeah, he does have some ownership in it, and it could turn out that way. He might try to buy out Davis, but the move to Vegas, I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I could see him trying to go for that. I mean, dude, he was the highest paid fucking announcer for the NFL all the years with the ESPN. Right?
Wait, so you don't think because of the move to Vegas he'll be ownership? That's the point. I think he will be.
Yeah, but I think he wants to get his own team, which he eventually will do.
Oh, he can still, but I mean, you can still be owner.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think he's going to get. I think he's going to get the rights,
point. Yeah,
and he's going to get paid out.
Yeah,
because that's what you have to do to sever the ties, pay someone out.
Then this would be his. Yeah, this would be
his
team.
avenue in trying to become an owner.
Yeah, and become full owner. He can at one point. Like look at Magic right now. Magic's owner still, of the Dodgers.
Yep,
he's still our owner.
Yeah.
Their owner.
Yeah, the Guggenheim Group.
Yeah. So.
Dream scenario, Foo. You're gonna be fucking
pissed.
You're gonna be given a Raider jersey. Foo.
No.
We're gonna
Have it
No,
have it be one of
don't
those
do
stupid
it.
jerseys where it's like half Raiders, half Rams.
Oh,
Like those
God.
assholes.
Oh.
Have you seen that, by the way? Those,
Yeah, and that's
those-
usually the wife that buys that for
Yeah.
him,
Oh,
by
my
the
God.
way.
I
Fuck-
don't know who I
Fuck that
want.
jersey, dude.
Dude,
Oh my god.
that's the worst
Seriously.
one.
God.
I'm sorry.
Oh, what
Just
the
Look,
fuck?
ladies, we understand, there are, hardcore fans out there. Just pick a jersey.
Make us a fan of one.
Yes, and
Yeah.
if you are not fans of football and you're just going to go with your husband, just again pick a jersey. None of this half and half. No indecision here,
Yeah.
please.
I would be god damned if I had to wear a Dodgers Angels jersey.
I think you would kill Steph.
Yeah.
That would happen first, actually. You have a good point.
Oh, Steph's an Angels fan, huh?
Why
did you do that, dude? What's wrong with you?
I'd
Falcons
rather,
too?
this is why I don't talk about it. This is exactly why I don't talk about it. And, what else you guys got? Back to you.
Oh,
Well, staying on the football note real quick, it's time to check in with the Foos San Diego Fleet, man.
San Diego Fleet.
What?
Yeah, Foo, you guys are at the top of the Western Conference right now.
Okay.
At 3-2. Good work, man. We need to get you some Fleet merch soon, Foo, which is already on the way.
Whatever, dude.
Well, we talked about it earlier. It's not really on the way yet, but it's in the
Are
works.
you really purchasing Fleet swag for me to wear on the Foobar Sports?
Yes,
He's not
Foo.
lying, man.
And then you're gonna hang it up, Foo. We're gonna be Fleet fans.
We're gonna be Fleet fan. Are we gonna go tailgating at a Fleet game soon?
We can.
Where's it at? Qualcomm?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Isn't that badass?
Let's do it.
The Fleet beat Salt Lake.
I love how we're talking about this. Keep going.
Shut up. The San Diego Fleet beat the Salt Lake Stallions yesterday in a very close game, Foo.
Mm-hmm.
I know you were shitting bricks, but we're good, man. We're good. The Fleet came up top 27-25, Foo.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Did you hear that the NFL actually may be purchasing the Fleet?
I knew it.
Or the NFL, I mean
I told you
damn
they'd
it, that
absorbed
means
something.
the AAF.
I brought this up. I fucking called it.
Yeah,
That means the
And
Foo
they're
was
going
right all
Yeah, I
along.
know. God damn it, it
I
sucks.
told you.
I
told you.
dude. Imagine they're gonna be like a minor league affiliate.
Yeah.
It'd be like the minors for football. That'd be because the NFL's thinking about allowing like guys that are on practice squad or third string players to go there to transition there in the offseason.
If they wanted these teams to be taken a little bit more seriously on the alliance, they would have given them a lot better names than the fucking Fleet. Everything is
Or
so
the-
safe.
But Foo,
Alabama
Steve,
Iron.
But Foo, Steve Mariucci. He calls the games, Foo.
Steve Mariucci, he's been in the game for how long now?
It's over 20 years.
yeah, dude.
Okay.
But yeah, man, it's a pass heavy league, and it's got that unique style, the no kicker. I like that a lot.
It's gonna be successful, dude.
Same thing with
especially if the NFL backs it. If they do invest in this league and utilize it properly,
I think they change it back though to having kicking.
some type of kicking element.
Yeah.
They'll have to do some type of.
But
kicking
I like
element.
that though. I like the inventiveness of like because there's no kickers, instead of onside kicking, you have to get a 12-yard first down.
It's like how
in order to get the ball back. So
Yeah.
basically, you have to fucking show us you can get yardage.
Damn.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. It's not bad.
Yeah, and you don't waste everyone's time by kicking in the goddamn end zone.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, the NFL should actually look into actually kicking it out of the end zone. Stop it. If
you're not talking into the mic.
no, damn it.
Hey, Foo.
Hello,
Was
out
that you
there.
this whole time?
Yeah,
Hello out there.
That's where you were at.
They should see. I forgot where I was going with this.
Don't worry, man. I'm on like beer number 7 over here.
I guess go Fleet, Foo.
Go Fleet.
Their quarterback had 304 passing yards and an interception and a touchdown. Some pretty good football right there.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty high scoring. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, 25-27. Well, good job, Foo. You're at the top of the Western Conference at 3-2.
All your hard work, man.
Oh,
You
all
couldn't have
your
done this
hard
without
work.
the fans. I gotta say, If there's anybody I need to thank first, it's them.
Shut
First
up.
and foremost, they're the real MVPs.
Yep.
Right now, the San Antonio team is playing Arizona. San Antonio's up 29-11. Foo. So we'll see how that shakes out.
It'll be a real nail biter.
Who was the San Antonio Commanders taking on the Arizona? Dude, the Arizona Hot Shots. They're the Hot Shots, dude.
The Hot Shots. The pot shots or the Hot
The
Shots?
Hot Shots. Foo. Well, Foo, the winner's going to be tied for first place with us. That's why we got to be worried.
You
Oh.
don't say.
Damn.
Yeah.
The
Well, hey,
times are
man,
tense.
go Fleet. That's all I
Yep. Go
gotta
Fleet.
say.
And that's enough football for now.
Real quick, I wanted to bring up a story. Fu, more on the Dodgers side. Did you hear about Joe Kelly? He has a sore back, or he messed up his back from cooking too long at a family cookout.
What the fuck?
And you know what?
Yeah.
I sympathize with him because it's happened to me. I got tasked with cooking at a family cookout once for like 6.5 hours straight. And I just came back and like at the end of the night, different people were cooking. And I was like, I just need to just finish this off. And I ended up like being 8.5, 9 hours of actual standing. Yeah, my back hurt for like the whole week, dude.
Oh,
It was awful.
That sucks.
It was cooking a shitload of burgers and ribs and chicken and fucking s'mores at one point.
Mm-hmm.
It was just everything went on that grill, man.
Jeez.
Even the salad.
What?
No, just kidding.
Deep fried salad, delish.
Char grilled salad.
Yeah, he so he was scratched from one of his scheduled appearances this last Wednesday night, and then they found out later that it was because he stood too long cooking Cajun food for his family.
He was stirring that jambalaya.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
It's probably like for a huge family.
I just thought that was a funny little story to bring up.
That's funny.
I can't pitch today, coach.
If that's the worst of our woes as Dodgers right now, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. All
I have
right.
a feeling it's not, though.
Oh no.
I think we have
Well, we'll
some
see.
tough
I
times
mean,
ahead
it's-
of us this next season.
We're gonna see. I don't know how the rest of the division's gonna perform.
The Padres will be interesting to look at just because Machado's there.
Nolan Arenado got a sick contract extension. Did you see?
Yeah, with the Rockies. So the
Yeah.
Rockies will still be pretty good. It's just a matter of if they'll fix their pitching, dude.
And how
that's all it is. That's all the Rockies need is to
If
fix
the
that
Rockies
pitching.
were able to land a good pitcher, we would
They
be
keep
worried.
getting pretty close, like to making it to the playoffs.
I mean,
every year. They
Wade
just can't
Davis
cross
as
that line.
Wade Davis as their closer worked out for them last year, like surprisingly well. The only thing is that they just didn't have any other, their starters were the ones that were putting them behind all the time.
Yeah.
So hopefully they fix that this year. I haven't really kept up on the Rockies that much right now, but we'll see
they
what
just
do.
had the significant extension with Arenado, which was like 8 years, $253 million.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah, so over $30 million a year. Another huge contract.
Dude.
So the MLB Players Association, they're fucking high time in it right now, dude. They're getting their players paid.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so good for them. They still need to address that issue with paying the guys under that have to go to fucking arbitration though. That's bullshit still.
Yeah, the arbitration thing, that amount of time in arbitration is ridiculous. That does need to change, especially because of how it is with the NFL and the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to go through such, they do have to go through, some time periods. Like in the NBA, they're on a 2-year minimum contract, but like a 2-year team contract automatically as free agents or as rookies.
So Fu, the Lakers, man, what a big fucking
The flop this year, but we can't say that we didn't see this happening, man.
Can we though?
We wrote. Well, we could.
dude.
I mean,
Our hubris, man, regarding.
We knew that we were going to chalk this first year off as a training season, or at least as a season where we're going to figure it out.
You know what was more depressing about it?
I'm surprised you guys are surprised because we talked about
the only
this.
reason why I'm this surprised or like this depressed was because of how well they were doing going into like Christmas.
Coming into the Christmas game, they were the 4th seed in the West, and they were looking like they could. Like, granted, they started off like on the fucking weird 500 start their first like 12 games. But you know they beat the Warriors. They beat the Celtics. That was kind of later, but they were beating teams that are playoff contenders, and we looked fucking great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were looking good, but then all of a sudden LeBron got hurt for 17 games.
Right.
Then Lonzo got hurt, and then Ingram and Kuzma kept getting hurt intermittently.
And then as of fast forward to present day. Ingram's out with a blood clot for the remainder of the year.
Yeah.
Really?
He has a blood clot in his arm.
Damn, that sucks.
And Lonzo's out for the remainder of the year with his ankle.
They're just going to take him out the remainder of the year. And also, they were going to bring LeBron's minutes down. They said they're not going to overplay him.
Kind of save him up for next year. But still kind of have him out there because he doesn't want to stop playing. He said he wants to keep playing. But they're like, all right, we're just going to restrict your minutes. Also, too... Josh Hart is playing with a knee injury. I guess he can't even jump. Like, he has a hard time really jumping. And like the other day, he went up for a dunk, he missed because he couldn't get all the way up there. And then same thing with like a few layups. Like he just can't even lift off.
It's these guys. They need to come forward and let them know, like,
hey, if you guys are injured,
I can't play.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They need to just rest this offseason because Lonzo was hurt last offseason too. Josh Hart played Summer League last year.
Oh, really?
So that's why they said that he was just overworked because he balled out in Summer League. He was like the Summer League MVP.
Okay.
And
he played 2 years in a row Summer League. So he's been playing a lot.
Yeah, so next year, hopefully, they'll be more well-rested. And then also the Lakers still have a shot of potentially getting a high draft pick this upcoming year.
Which is why I'm kind of glad they're scaling back on LeBron's minutes because they could qualify for like a really good draft position.
They could potentially get between like 5 or 6, like in the number 5 or 6 pick.
They could get as high as that, depending on how the ping pong balls play out. But they're definitely going to get around like a 12 pick, 10, 11, 12 pick, and then if the ping pong balls play us right, Foo, you're gonna hit that last cup. Back to back, no rebuttal, and then the Lakers get the number 5 pick, just like beer pong, Foo.
Yeah, just like beer pong.
Kind of touching on something I wanted to address again. I think I talked it over with Josh before the Lakers' season even started, the NBA season.
Yeah,
I kind of pointed out, and I'm going to try to find in my original episode where we talked about it, where LeBron, I think he moved to LA to become the all-time scoring leader in NBA history.
Yeah.
There was a stat, I believe, as of the game they played on Thursday?
Yeah, where
Wednesday.
he passed up MJ, right?
Yeah, where he passed
MJ. And then that at his current point per game average, that he only needed 224 games left to become the leader.
It's another couple seasons.
Well, if you break it down, there's like 19. There was 19 games left at the time, so pretty much just call it 200 games over the next 3 years. There's 82 games a season, which is like 240 something, and that means he would only need like 200 games to do it, though, out of 240.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to become the all-time points leader in LA.
So let's say he becomes the all-time points leader in LA, or how do you think it will be received if he passed Kobe in Staples?
Like next year?
Like next year, because they're saying mathematically it's going to happen.
40 games.
Within 40 games,
40 games
into
he
next
passes
year's season.
Kobe on the all-time scoring list.
Yeah. That's gonna happen.
I want to appreciate it. I want to make sure that he's a transcendent player. He's one of the best players of all time.
He is.
So we got to enjoy it while we can. However,
the way it's going down,
the way it's going down is not the best way, and there's always fucking LeBron haters, dude.
They're still out there. They're still. It's the die. Well. Okay, so look, us Kobe fans,
we're picky.
We're picky. We are very picky on who we can, put our faith
Kobe
in.
just he showed that ethic about him. This is what I'm about, son.
He was a scientist in the NBA.
Yes.
Like his little things on ESPN detail. Have you watched those videos where he breaks down everyone's
but
game?
I know that would be his personality about that.
Dude, he breaks down everyone's game. Like he dissects it all, and he says this is what he was thinking, and he's like, and this is why he thinks this, and all of a sudden, boom, it plays out, and he's perfect for that, and so that's why it's kind of hard because you don't see LeBron so much like that because he clowns around a lot more. So I think that's why
LeBron has a way different approach.
Yes,
he's more passive aggressive with it.
Yeah.
And he's more reflective of a millennial than Kobe ever was.
That's true.
Yeah.
Kobe was more like Generation X, but like the mature end of that.
Yeah.
The mature end, like, no, I'm going to fucking show you that I'm going to kick ass and like do great. So, I mean, fuck, man. I mean, Kobe won. There's no players that can say when out of all the years they played, they guaranteed you to win a championship at least 25% of the time. Because that's what Kobe did. He won 5 chips in his 20 years.
Yep.
And you know what, man? In 20 years, there's going to be another conversation just like this with somebody else coming up.
Definitely.
And by
probably
then,
be Giannis, the Antetokounmpo
so?
guy, the Greek freak.
From Milwaukee Bucks.
I think he is definitely going to be one of those players. You guys watch.
Crazy.
He is insane right now. He's in the running for MVP. You know, a lot of people are even questioning, like, is LeBron even the best player in the league anymore? Because LeBron doesn't play defense. If you guys kind of notice, he hasn't really played defense.
Now that he's been in LA, it's funny. A lot of more people are watching and are saying, like, hey, this guy gives up a lot. And I kind of saw that the last 2 years of the NBA Finals, where he's not that guy that comes back again. And, like, he does make good plays, but he doesn't give it 100 every play. He picks his plays he does which is still kind of a good strategy. But, like, fuck, man, I feel like if you're the best guy, you're going to, like, do it all the time.
Every time.
Yeah, like how Kobe was. That's how Kobe was. He gave it 110%.
Because that's how Kobe's DNA
defense.
was written, too.
Yeah, just straight up kill him, just kill him all the way to the end, finish him off.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of people are questioning that. But someone I think that's kind of becoming like that is James Harden. James Harden's been balling out all year, and he's had that like just straight attack mode all year.
Oh my God, he's had such fucking fantastic games. He's been great to see on highlights and watching, and the real reason the Rockets are even playoff contenders is because of him.
Oh yeah, definitely. Which begs the questions. Like I think he's more close to Kobe-esque in my mind.
Really?
I was gonna say Russell Westbrook reminded me of Kobe a lot a couple years ago, but like lately it's been Harden.
It's been
Harden's been fucking scoring and
like with ease, man. Like
if you watch him, you're just like, dude, this guy looks like he's barely trying.
He's just like dancing on the floor, dude.
Wow.
He's dancing on the floor while bouncing a little ball around.
Yeah,
like
Harden does make it look pretty easy.
Yeah, it's effortless when you see him play. But someone that's kind of becoming like that too, Paul George. Dude, Paul George has had an amazing year.
Paul George, I'm really pissed the Lakers couldn't land him.
You know what though? He didn't even bother giving them a meeting, which was like upsetting because like, come on, man.
You see, he barked it up all year. He was coming, and then he ended up did it. You know what though? Russell Westbrook's a little bitch, dude. I'll say it right now.
Oh, you're
Why is
Bruin,
that,
man?
man?
You're former Bruin, bro. What's wrong?
Yeah, he's
bro?
a drama queen, dude. He's such a bitch, dude, and he forgets that he cuts his pants and he still wears them.
Oh,
yeah, dude. I'm not a big fan of Westbrook.
I couldn't tell.
But you know what I will say, he like Josh was alluding to, he did remind me of that Kobe-esque type of player when he was passing the record for triple doubles and all that.
Yeah.
But he's actually kind of evolved a bit and taken a second role, and that's why Paul George is balling out and he's an MVP candidate, because I think the Thunder have the best chance to beat the fucking Warriors right now.
Oh, definitely, dude. They're insane, especially now that they have Markieff Morris now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Markieff Morris.
Just another solid body to throw out.
And Steven Adams is still legit.
Oh, he's
the
Australian beast, dude.
Yeah, the New Zealand beast, buddy.
Oh,
yeah,
whoops.
He's a Kiwi.
Tasmanian devil.
He's the
He's
Kiwi.
Tasmanian
He's
devil.
a Kiwi.
How do you think the East Coast is going to shake out, dude? Or the Eastern Conference? Because I really liked the Toronto Raptors.
Uh-huh.
They have Kawhi Leonard, who's been
Kawhi's been insane all year. He has single-handedly made the Raptors like the favorites, in my opinion.
But I mean, Philadelphia.
Philadelphia is going to really keep it
Trading for
close.
Tobias Harris was probably the move that could help them win in the Eastern Conference.
Definitely, along with the Celtics, you still can't discount the Celtics.
I think Kyrie's causing enough turmoil, or if they don't get their shit together at the end of the year, then
don't forget about the Bucks too.
Giannis,
the Bucks are the best team in the league.
I'm not really convinced though that Giannis can be the best player in the NBA.
Really?
Quite yet. Only because he doesn't have a jump shot.
It's true. If he builds on that jump shot, and
if he did have a jump shot though, LeBron would not be the best player in the league.
No, it would definitely be Giannis.
Which I think we want to touch on a little bit, right?
Oh yeah,
the best of all time, Foo.
So
the best TFE.
So there's a debate that is always sparked around the time whenever someone breaks a record, such as LeBron did to get fourth all time, of who is the greatest of all time, and a lot of people are saying that LeBron is the greatest of all time, but I disagree. Obviously it's Michael. But the Foo thinks that if he what's your point, Foo, on why you think LeBron will go down as the greatest of all time?
I think he still has an opportunity to go down as the greatest of all time.
Okay.
Number one, because like I said, if he can get that the all-time points scored record, no one could touch that before. No one's even come close since Jordan and all these guys. That's like, okay, if he's the all-time scoring leader, that's one thing that's going to really propel him to it. But I think he also needs to win some championships with the Lakers.
Okay.
Has to.
If he doesn't, let's say he doesn't win, he only wins one championship with the Lakers. He'll have 4 wins, correct? Yes. So, and he still passes the all-time record. I still don't think he would be considered the greatest of all time. Only for me, the greatest of all time is the person that perfected it. Michael Jordan perfected it. He didn't lose a single finals.
Yeah, but he's been swept out of the first round of the playoffs.
That's true. He has.
So, I mean that's why it's like it could go either way. Yeah. He didn't even make it to the finals as many times as LeBron to even try to, which speaks on LeBron because he's carried teams that were undeserving to go, but LeBron was so fucking good. He willed the team and brought everyone together, but it just came down to having the best team, and that's why the Cavs didn't win those chips. They didn't have the best. They had the best player, but not the best team.
I don't know, man.
Point. They're both very good points.
Let's get your 2 cents, Foo.
Me? You're asking? Okay.
Yes.
Oh fuck. Okay.
So let's get the outsider's perspective.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's hard to really put into a category because they're both on different categories, so it's really hard to. I mean, when you got to compare two greats like that for totally two different reasons, and then if you want to get brave and try to incorporate a Kobe conversation in between all this,
Kobe could also, Kobe's always thrown in the conversation too. You always got Bill Russell.
Oh.
Bill Russell, you have to number 11. I mean,
a laundry list by
big
now,
11, dude.
For sure, yeah.
Dude, 11 rings, Bill Russell.
Yep.
I mean,
and it's crazy to think that someone like that is not considered one of the greatest
of all time.
Right.
Even Kareem, the captain, dude. The captain, the record holder himself.
From an artistic perspective, I would have to say that you would have to somehow change the game for you to be propelled into being the greatest of all time, along with being a great in every other category like that. So, to an earlier point, Jordan, he changed the game.
Yes, very much so.
When he came into the league and started dominating with his team. Nowadays, I don't really see anybody changing the game. I don't know how you would, but nobody knew how you would back then either.
The closest would be Steph Curry with that 3-point shot.
The 3-point shot is changing a game.
That 3-point shot of his changed the game, and I think he could potentially.
A lot of teams are following suit, and it still makes it for an exciting basketball game to watch.
Definitely.
And I think it's worth noting, too, when you're trying to compare, just to point out the inconsistency still. MJ was averaging a higher points per game more years than LeBron so far.
Yes. Yeah,
but however, LeBron past Jordan with like shooting 1,500 less like field goals and free throws.
That's true.
And comparable to Jordan. So like just there's so much shit you could dissect and get into. It's tough. And it really brings into question like that's why
at that point you're really just counting statistics.
Yeah.
If you're really comparing them as far as greatest of all time, it's only going to be at a statistics level because athletically LeBron is a specimen, man. That guy is just a whole other level as an athlete.
He looks dense, but he flows through that court.
He's a freight train going down.
When he goes to the rim and spins, there's no stopping him.
Nope, not at all.
Nobody's gonna stop it.
The strength of that man is
which
get out of his way.
Speaks to the Lakers is like, can you get this guy a couple 3-point shooters so this guy can just we could just fucking score 160 points a game?
LeBron is the Mike Tyson of the NBA.
Really?
He's dense, dude. He's bigger than most others.
You're gonna like
played that game.
You're gonna like this new kid that's gonna come up, Zion Williamson
dude.
from Duke.
Is he like that?
Huge,
just like
that.
Like college teams can't even compete for the fact that this dude is like jumping over the rim.
Yeah, he's 6'9". And
if
he's
you know
like
me,
flying everywhere.
I love boxing. So like I'll always try to equate something to like a fighter's kind of style or a wrestler.
Well, NBA is similar to that because you got to throw punches, shots back and forth, back and forth.
There's a lot of that going on with precision.
You got to be very careful on every move you're making. So
I suppose, and
that's
then
the appeal.
When you have somebody so built like that and still very agile like Mike Tyson was, and when in his height, at the height of his powers.
Obviously.
It's very entertaining to watch because he's just kicking ass.
No doubt.
Yeah.
It's just like, God damn.
Well, I think we'll agree that the debate is still to be.
Yes.
This debate will still be ongoing.
I would agree to that.
never be finished.
It will be debated for ages.
For
ages. Well, I just wanted to thank you, Foos, for your inputs on the sports and our flagship show, Foo. Keep it rolling. And then Josh, what the fuck are you laughing at over there, dude? He's laughing at your fleet, dude. I can't believe this.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. My disrespect. I apologize. Continue.
Continue.
Go Fleet.
Go Fleet, man. We need to make a soundbite, dude. That'd be dope.
Oh, man.
Go Fleet. Well, catch us again next Sunday, everyone. I'm the Foo, signing off for the Foobar Sports, and let's roll it up, Foo.